British police say they are making progress as quickly as possible on whether to launch a full investigation into allegations that former Prince Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor shared confidential trade documents with the late Epstein. Among the latest tranche of files released in the U.S., emails suggesting Mountbatten-Windsor shared British trade documents with Epstein in 2010, including information on investment opportunities for gold and uranium in Afghanistan. Mountbatten-Windsor has previously denied any wrongdoing in association with Epstein, rejecting any suggestion that he used his time as a trade envoy to further his own interests. With me now is CTV's royal commentator, Afua Hagan. Afua, what are the police looking at when it comes to whether or not they pursue an investigation here?
Well, they're specifically looking at the files from the Epstein files relating to emails. So this is a November 2010 email that was forwarded to Jeffrey Epstein from Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor. In that email was information about a trip that he had taken in his capacity as a trade envoy. And that trip had been to Singapore, Hong Kong, and Vietnam. He'd taken that trip. His advisor had sent him details of that trip, a summary, so to speak. And 5 minutes after he received it, he forwarded it on to Jeffrey Epstein. There's another email as well on Christmas Eve 2010. He shared with Epstein a confidential brief on investment opportunities in the reconstruction, of the Helmand province in Afghanistan. So these are the specific emails that Thames Valley Police are looking at. They had a meeting about it yesterday to decide whether this would amount to misconduct in public office, because, like I said, this was during the time where Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor was a trade envoy on behalf of the UK government.
Has Andrew or his lawyers reacted to these allegations?
No reaction and no response from Andrew or his lawyers as yet. I think perhaps as the net closes in, so to speak, as the police decide if they want to launch an investigation or not, that will be the time that perhaps we may hear from Andrew, we may hear from his lawyers. As well as that happening, there is increasing pressure from US Congress, as we saw there yesterday with the Attorney General Pam Bondi speaking at US Congress. There's increasing pressure from him to testify at US Congress, talk about what he knew, when he knew it, what he saw or did not see. So the pressure is really on for Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor.
And we know the royal family has been doing their best to distance themselves from Andrew. Has the palace said anything more?
The palace hasn't said anything more since earlier on this week. We had that statement from the Prince and Princess of Wales. We then had a further statement from Buckingham Palace and King Charles III. We have heard nothing since those statements earlier on this week. The royal family going about their business. The Princess of Wales was on a visit with school children today. Queen Camilla was on a visit as well. You know, they're getting on with the business of being the royal family. They'd like to think that they have distanced themselves from Andrew and his ongoing problems with the Epstein files, but unfortunately they can't do that.
As always, Afua, thank you so much.